नमस्कार, सत श्री अकाल, आदाब और खम्मा गणी दोस्तों। कहानियों के इस खास कार्यक्रम में आज हम मिलेंगे श्वेता अशोक से और जानेंगे इनकी ज़िंदगी से जुड़े तमाम अनुभवों के बारे में। साथ ही साथ खुद को हेल्दी और फिट रखने के लिए हमें किस तरह का डाइट चार्ट फॉलो करना चाहिए, ऐसी कई ज़रूरी टिप्स भी आज हम इनसे लेने वाले हैं। तो दोस्तों, इससे पहले कि हम इनसे मिले, आइए एक नज़र डालते हैं इनके अब तक के इस खूबसूरत सफ़र पर। आपको बता दें, ये साउथ इंडियन फैमिली से बिलोंग करती है। वर्तमान में मुंबई में निवास कर रही है। पेशे से एक न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट, लाइफस्टाइल कंसल्टेंट एंड गट गुरु की फाउंडर है। करियर में आगे बढ़ने के लिए इन्होंने सबसे पहले अच्छी शिक्षा प्राप्त की दोस्तों। जी हाँ, बायोकेमिस्ट्री एंड माइक्रोबायोलॉजी में मास्टर्स करने के साथ ही न्यूट्रिशन में डिप्लोमा कोर्स किया और हेल्थ केयर मैनेजमेंट में MBA भी किया। पढ़ाई पूरी करने के बाद इस फील्ड के बारे में अच्छा रिसर्च भी किया। अलग अलग जगहों की यात्रा करने के बाद, ट्रैवल करने के बाद इन्होंने वहाँ की संस्कृति और अलग खान पान देखा और तब इन्होंने ये पाया कि बहुत से लोगों की भावनाएं इससे जुड़ी है। ऐसे में इन्होंने ये महसूस किया कि एक अच्छा डाइट प्लान फॉलो करना लोगों की हेल्थ के लिए कितना ज़रूरी होता है। लोगों को हेल्दी और फिट रखने की सोच के साथ ही इन्होंने इस फील्ड में एंटर किया और आज ये अपने इस सफ़र को आगे बढ़ा रही है। तो दोस्तों, ये थी इनके अब तक के इस सफ़र की एक छोटी सी झलक। अब आइए मिलते हैं इनसे और विस्तार से जानते हैं इनके इस पूरे सफ़र के बारे में। सुनते हैं इनकी ये प्रेरक कहानी इनकी अपनी ज़ुबानी।
Hi, I'm Swetha Ashok. I'm a nutritionist from Mumbai. I come from a South Indian family, and we are a family of 4, and I've expanded into 3 more, which is my husband, my mom-in-law, and dad-in-law. And I belong to a very, very nice family who's taught me a wonderful culture around food, and that's how I got into nutrition, which I'll be talking about further. So, I have actually done my master's in biochemistry, microbiology, and a diploma in nutrition. I've also done an MBA in healthcare management. And to take you a little back on why I actually got into the nutrition field is, so I have kind of always been traveling, and I have moved from a lot of places since my childhood. And that actually got me to see a lot of cultures and a lot of different eating patterns, as well as a lot of different food that is involved and how it is emotionally connected to people and their culture. And I have also, because I had a short period where I studied in the States, I've also seen a lot of bullying, and I've personally experienced it. And that's where, I really connected with how important it is to actually build a great relationship with food, because I would always be like put in the spotlight on why our Indian food is stinky, or why you bringing such food to eat here. And although, of course, a lot of things have changed now, but this really, used to kind of trigger me whenever my parents would say, come on, you need to eat home food. And I would always be like, no, but isn't this like stinky? Aren't we like, can I get something else to eat? And that's where I slowly started realizing the importance, besides just, giving out diet plans or telling people that this is what they need to eat for their good health. It really came to me on why I need to put it across to people that how your emotions connect with your food, and how important it is to work on the emotional and mental health aspect also, so that you have the great impact on your physical health. Now this, so after my graduation, I have worked in, the research field. I have worked with the National Institute of Nutrition on various projects. And while I was doing the back end, the research work, that's when I kind of, it kind of struck me that, okay, I'm developing a lot of skills when it comes to understanding what's going into the food and what the nutritional values are. Why not actually teach the basics to people? Why not actually, enlighten people on not just like following a plan, but also understanding why they're eating in a particular way? And that's how I got into the consultation part. I've worked under a couple of nutritionists, after which eventually I wanted to branch out on my own. And that's how the Gutguru was created. So why the name the Gutguru? Because the gut and the mind are connected. The gut is where all the healing happens, since it's connected to the mind, that's where the emotional aspects play a role. And why Guru? Because my aim is to help each one who comes to me to make them their own guru of food and lifestyle. So I think struggles are just a part of life, be it personal or be it professional. So I started the Gutguru in 2019, and just after then COVID hit. So there were a lot of plans that I kept for the business when it came to creating visibility, when it came to going out, taking workshops, helping people to slowly, understand short-term goals. But unfortunately, due to the lockdown, a lot of things got cancelled. But I I've started becoming a person where I also want to see the positives out of this. It also helped a lot of people understand the importance of health during this time. So whatever struggles I did face, I could also use this time, because most of the people were home. So I could use this time to actually give my gyan, give my knowledge out to people, and make sure that they utilize the time they have at home to the best and start really taking care of their health. So that would be like one of the struggles. And of course, there's a lot of there's a lot of fads and quick fixes that go on in our industry, and as humans, we are a little impatient. So to kind of tell people the importance of taking it slow, the importance of actually being patient with yourself when it comes to health and lifestyle is a struggle that holistic nutritionists face every day. But of course, because I totally believe in my cause, I totally believe that the best way to sustain a healthy lifestyle is to take it slow. I keep going at it, and I will always keep going at it. Till eventually, hopefully, people do understand the need to drop quick fixes. And I think social media is also a big struggle, because things change every day. So to kind of cope and keep up with the trending things, and to put your business out there and create the right visibility has definitely been a struggle. But I really believe that we can really learn from all our mistakes, and we can really keep pushing and getting out there. So yeah, learning is the key to this. So there are a lot of things that motivate me. Actually, I wouldn't say motivate, because I don't really believe in motivation. I believe in discipline. And my discipline, at least the 20-30% of discipline that I have, has definitely come from the way my parents have brought me up. Being able to kind of wake up, set a schedule, and be at it has definitely come from them. They've been the ones that have really supported me through my decisions, along with my husband. My husband's the one who pushed me to actually venture out on my own and to start this company. So hats off to him. And what I can say is, what inspires me is when, people think that women are always going against each other. I really love the kind of groups of women that I have around me, because they really inspire me every day to get out there and to be who I am. And I really love the kind of like-minded groups that I've slowly started creating. So these are things that actually keep me going. And if I would, I don't want to quote anyone big, but I would want to say something that I always believe in progress over perfection. So that's one thing that I remind myself every day to keep going, because if we tend to search for the perfect world, but there is no perfect world. So the only way to grow every day is to grow about 1% a day. So that's why progress over perfection. So since 2019, since the time I started the Gutguru, I have treated about 100 plus clients, and I've had a success rate of 80%. And when I say success rate, for me, it's not only about the help that I've got to them, the goals that I've helped them achieve, but it's also that they've been able to maintain it and do well. So for me, something that's successful means you're able to also do it after you're done with getting your guidance. So that's one thing. And the second thing is definitely for me, it's very important to know that each person is different. So I cannot apply nutrition cannot be black and white. It's in a very gray area, and it's different for each person. So for me, it's all about understanding. I in fact spend about 2-3 days once the person comes to me to kind of go through their details, kind of ask them more questions, relate to them. And it takes I take a good 1 month, and I tell my clients this, that for them to have success in this journey, it's also important for them to gel with me. So communication is a very, very important thing that's led to the success that I've had. And definitely the amount of customizations and importance that I give to each client and each of their challenges that they face. So we have a wide variety of services, but the bottom line of each one is, like I spoke about, progress over perfection. This is something that I teach. Each of our programs, so we have programs for medical conditions, that would be diabetes, thyroid, and PCOD. These are the 3 main focuses that we have currently. We have weight management programs. I don't like to call it weight loss because I'm not a big believer of just losing weight. It has to come with time. So we have weight management programs, and we also have programs for people who just want to learn different ways of healthy eating and who just want to kind of maintain their fitness. And we have therapeutic nutrition, wherein we're also handling productivity, energy levels, and stress management. So it's a very all-rounded approach. We believe that you need to work on your sleep, stress, your exercise, your food patterns, your emotional, mental space, different kind of lifestyle habits like journaling and breathing. All of this comes together, and each of our programs, we have different services, but all of them include this all-rounded approach, because that's the way we're going to learn how to sustain this in the future. And our major belief is that you're also able to do this later by yourself. So each of the service is designed in such a way that once you're done with your program, you also know how to maintain it by yourself. So people who want to reach me, I have a website called thegutguru.in. All our details are provided there, with my qualifications, with the services, and how we'll be taking you through the entire process. You can also reach me on Instagram and Facebook. On Facebook, it's The Gutguru by Swetha Ashok. And on Instagram, the handle is Swetha_Gutguru. You will find all the details on the social media to directly also contact me. We usually, once someone approaches us, we like to take a consultation to first completely understand the person, their lifestyle, their schedule, who they live with, because all of that is important for them to be able to follow the plan with ease. And then if they are ready to go ahead, we then start the process of sending out the plans. So someone who wants to come into this industry, or any industry for that matter, should know that what we learn in college is not enough for us to kind of make it into a career. So every day there has to be learnings, every day there has to be research and reading work that you have to do, especially in a health field, because every day there are different research articles that come about. So one day, one day ghee is good for you, suddenly someone will be like ghee is bad for you. So you need to kind of weigh in these options, and for that, reading and researching every day is a must-have skill. We can't just learn what's in the textbook and kind of prescribe it to our clients. It doesn't work like that in practical. In theory, it's we need to know all of it, we need to learn it, but when we're applying it for our clients, it's very important to keep reading up, keep understanding that client's perspective, what challenges they are facing. So one is the nutrition part that you need to know. If you are a solo entrepreneur, you also need to really sit with either you find a good coach who will help you out with understanding how to develop your business, or again, you need to spend time in business development, social media strategizing, and eventually, I think the best skill that you really need is time management if you really want to get all of this done and still have personal time, because I am a big believer in following what I preach. And I always tell my clients the same thing, that you need to follow the 80-20 rule. So 80% of the time you should be able to try and maintain the best lifestyle that you can. And 20% of the time is when you can relax, and that will not impact your health, because 80% of the time you're doing things well. So it's very important to follow this rule, be it with your health or be it with your day-to-day schedule. So time management is one thing that's really important for all of us to have as an entrepreneur. You definitely need education, but without experience, the education is null and void, because like I said, it's only when you get into the practicality of things, you will really understand how you can deal with things head on. So it all goes goes hand in hand, because you have to have the knowledge, but you also need to apply it and have the experience in dealing with many patients or clients in this matter. I would say I'm definitely not a born leader, and I would because I've always been an introvert. I've always found it quite difficult to socialize, quite difficult to kind of put my point out there. And that's one great thing my business has done for me is I don't have an option here. I have to get out. I have to speak to people. I have to be a leader. So with experience is what I'm slowly developing, that leadership. And I don't think there's anybody that's really born with talent. You may have 10 to 20% of being born with it, but everything else is developed through the experience that you have in life. So I was born in Chennai. I was then, then I moved to Rajasthan and I stayed there for about 3 years. After which I shifted to Navi Mumbai. Like I said, I've moved around a lot. So in the initial childhood years, then I went to the States. I was there for 6 years, after which I've been back in Mumbai and I've just settled here now. And talking about childhood, I've had a really wonderful childhood, and thanks to my parents. Of course, everybody gets that mummy ka dant, daddy ka dant, because I was an easy child in certain matters, but of course I was also the kind who, if somebody kind of pokes and prods me, I've always kind of given it back. I've never, kept quiet about things. So of course I've got that, the beatings and the dant from my parents. But that has also, shaped me to be a better person. And I have a lot of, great memories. Like, I think the travels have taught me a lot. From moving around from one place to another has really taught me, like I said, different cultures, understanding different people, empathizing with, now I can say this, that I empathize with why people think in a particular way. So these are things that, the childhood memories definitely shape you, and they can also destroy you. So it's up to you how you kind of learn from the mistakes and learn from the joys that you have faced as a child. And one thing I really believe is you should always have your child, the inner child has to keep going. Otherwise, as an adult, it gets very strenuous. The passion, the fire goes away. So that's where you kind of laugh it out, bring that child in you, be free. So it's very important to keep that child alive in you as an adult. So I would definitely still be a nutritionist. I think I can for sure say that I found my calling. It really, I really feel happy to help people, talk to people, make them understand things about their lifestyle, make them understand things about food. So I would definitely choose this path. But the only thing, if you stick me in a time machine, the only thing that I would want to have done is have started this path earlier on. I took a lot of time to get here. So I wouldn't say as a regret, it's a regret, but I definitely would have wanted to start this earlier on. For me, the fun time that I actually have is my personal time. I am not much of a going out person. I do go out, but not as often. For me, if it's going out, then I want to be out of the city. And I really enjoyed that, going out into the nature, sitting there, talking, having chats, meeting like-minded people, connecting with people. And on a day-to-day basis, for me, it's my workout, my meditation, my breath work that really keeps me grounded. I have also started practicing gratitude recently, and that has really helped me become a better person. So for me, these are the fun activities that really keep me going. And of course, I love getting out. I meet my friends whenever possible. And my friendships have really, my friends have really pushed me out of the struggles, and they've always been there for me. So that's, talking to my friends is also like a part of the week. The positives out of pandemic, I'll say that is people have really started valuing their family. People have started valuing the time they get to spend at home, which was not possible before, right? You would get up, you would go to work, you'll come back, you'll be tired, and you'll go to sleep. So I think that's one positive thing that's come out of this. And the other positives, I would say people have started finally understanding work from home and or work from any place now, because if you have internet, you can work from any place. So that's one thing that's opened up possibilities for people, that they could also travel and work. I would still really, I think people also have certain positives around being able to, I have seen a lot of change in this lockdown where people have started eating a lot of home cooked meals. So I think that's a definite positive for people's health. They've really started taking care of their health, probably because they have more time, or they've learned how to kind of manage their time being at home better. Nutrition is, a precautionary method, right? It's not just for when you fall ill. It's not just for when you become overweight. You can prevent a lot of things by eating the right way. You can prevent a lot of things by sleeping according to your own rhythm. And it's very important to understand that nutrition is beyond a disease. Nutrition is beyond wanting to cure something. Okay. So it's more of a preventative approach. And if someone comes to me who doesn't really have these problems, one is there are still problems, because if I do see most of the times there are people who have come to me where they're looking for just fitness or maintenance, but I've seen their dietary recall, and there have always been there's a lack of protein, or there's some people eat excess carbohydrates, some people eat less carbohydrates. So learning how to balance your meals, learning how to eat right according to your schedule is also something that's important. And once you learn how to do that, then maintaining and getting the right amount of energy, and like I said, your productivity also comes from the kind of food you fuel yourself with. So these are smaller things that play a big role. So it's very important to know that nutrition is not just like a diet plan, or a dietitian is not important when you have the problem. He or she is also important when you are trying to learn if your lifestyle is going in the right track. You're trying to learn if you're eating in the right way. So these are, it's beyond just coming to like, I have diabetes, so that's why I need a dietitian, or I'm overweight, I need somebody for weight loss, or I'm underweight, I need somebody for weight gain. It's beyond that. If these challenges have come because we have not taken care of our nutrition beforehand. So it's very important to, irrespective of how fit you are, to know the kind of foods that you're eating and to know the kind of lifestyle you're leading. Okay, so this is a song that I've always sung with my husband. Like, my husband always makes me sing this song. I've also never really sung out of my comfort zone, so I'm going to try this. And we have lost a great legend recently, which is our great Lata ji. So I just want to kind of sing 2 lines of Jiya Jale, and I hope my voice comes across. जिया जले जहाँ जले नैनो तले, धुआं चले रात भर धुआं चले, जानू ना सके, जिया जले जहाँ जले. Thank you. So thank you so much for listening to me today. And if you find my story inspiring, and if you really liked what I spoke about today, I would really like you to share, like, comment, and subscribe to me and this wonderful channel that has hosted me here. Thank you. So if you want to hear more inspiring stories, you can definitely check out this channel called Work Mob. And they are doing an amazing job for bringing out all these wonderful stories out here. So do check them out. They're called Work Mob. Thank you.
दोस्तों, आप सुन रहे थे एक न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट, लाइफस्टाइल कंसल्टेंट एंड गट गुरु की फाउंडर श्वेता अशोक की कहानी। ऐसी ही प्रेरक कहानियाँ रोजाना सुनने के लिए हमारा चैनल सब्सक्राइब करें और बेल आइकन जरूर दबाएं। और अगर आज की ये कहानी आपको पसंद आई है तो इसे लाइक, कमेंट और शेयर करना ना भूलें। अब आप भी बन जाइए भारत की प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिटी की आवाज़ और सुनाओ अपनी कहानी, बनाओ अपनी पहचान की इस मुहिम से जुड़कर अपने जीवन के अनुभवों, कार्यक्षेत्रों और अपने उत्पादों एवं सेवाओं के पीछे की वास्तविकता से देशवासियों को प्रेरित करें और अपने जीवन के अनुभवों से अपनी एक नई पहचान बनाएं। Tell your story, inspire and build your brand with the power of video. जय हिंद, जय भारत।